Football-wise, it's one of the first times that we came out and played a collective game, offensively, defensively, as well as special teams. With Mata hitting that field goal right before the half was tremendous. Just even the play call right before Mata to get out of bounds.
Keep telling them to make us 16-point underdogs is the message that one staff member kept repeating after the dominating performance against UCF that we all just witnessed. This was Colorado's most complete performance to date. Everything was clicking on all cylinders. They found balance on offense while shutting down the #1 run offense in the country defensively. And now, heading into the bye week, this team has a ton of momentum. And in this video, I want to talk about how they can carry it going forward, as well as recapping the key moments in the recent win and everything else going on with this team. But before I begin, I would really appreciate it if you would drop a like and subscribe. It only takes 5 seconds, plus you can always change your mind. We are on the road to 2,000 subscribers, and with your support, I believe we can get there super fast. So, the game actually did not start off that great. Shedeur forced a throw into a sea of black on 3rd and 20 that got intercepted. But then after Colorado got an interception, Travis Hunter got open down the middle of the field for a long touchdown. UCF did answer with a touchdown of their own, but then Shedeur found Will Sheppard on an absolute bomb, and the catch was unbelievable. Full extension, good coverage, just better offense. Hayden was able to later break one loose to put the Buffs up 21-7. And from there, they just took full control. And Travis Hunter, man, he was unbelievable. Last season, after they went into Fort Worth and beat TCU, the question Deion was asking was, do you believe now? And it was like, I don't know. You've only shown us success in one game. And obviously, things went downhill the rest of the season after a 3-0 start. And the same thing basically happened this year. They were 3-1, which was the same exact record, entering a game against UCF with an explosive offense. This was a true test. I challenged a multitude of young men in different ways that they were capable of handling the challenge, Coach Prime said after the game. And they stepped up, they showed out, and they did the doggone thing. And I'm proud of each and every one of them. I'm so darn proud of where we are. We could be in a whole different place right now, but we're going into the break. What's the record? Because I'm one game at a time. I know Coach Prime loves to get animated in the press room after big wins, but you can really just sense the excitement. The group of reporters in the room collectively said 4-1. Say it again. I just wanted to hear y'all say it collectively, and you all fell for it, he said with a laugh. We're 4-1 right now, going into the break, and I'm so excited. You have no idea. It's gonna be a really good plane ride tonight. So yeah, I slowly am starting to believe in what this team is doing. And why did everyone not give them a chance against UCF? It's because they struggled defending the quarterback run. And honestly, this team should have lost to Baylor. They played poorly, but got bailed out by that crazy game-winning Hail Mary. And coming off a game like this isn't always the most ideal for the following game, but none of that mattered. Colorado came into Central Florida and dominated from the start. UCF is a good football team now. They were undefeated heading into this game. They have a quarterback in KJ Jefferson who is an absolute wagon of a human being, and Colorado held him to 21 points, had 5 sacks, and forced 4 turnovers. It wasn't just the offense, it was the defense on the road against a scheme that had given them trouble to this point. It was super impressive. Colorado allowed 177 yards on the ground, but on 44 carries, something they can live with if that's what the opposition brings. Holding them to 21 points, especially on the road, says a lot about who Colorado now is. Here were some of the defensive statistics that stood out the most to me in this game. Nikhai Hill-Green led the team with 9 total tackles, with 6 of them being solo. And Kyle Stoutmeyer, Arden Walker, and Cameron Craig-Sillman were right behind with 5 solo. And Preston Hodge and Travis Hunter both had an interception. And McCoy led the team in sacks with 2. And switching back over to the offensive numbers, Sanders had 290 yards with a 3-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio. The rushing attack was pretty balanced between a few players, with Hayden and Welsh each having touchdowns. And in the receiving game, Hunter, Sheppard, and Wester all had touchdowns, with 4 guys having over 30 yards. That is exactly what you want to see out of this unit. What's interesting about Colorado this year is the upward trend we're seeing. Success isn't linear, but Colorado really is trending in a positive direction. We saw them not play great against Baylor, but still find a way to win. This year, they've had balance. They ran for over 100 yards. If you give Shedeur Sanders something to work with on the ground, he's one of the best quarterbacks, if not the best, in college football. He has the ability to be special and give Colorado a chance in every game. And speaking of special, Travis Hunter continues to be one of the best, if not the best players in college football. He had an interception, almost had a second one, and a big-time touchdown. And Will Shepherd stepped up too, with 99 yards and that crazy acrobatic touchdown. Here's what Shedeur and Travis had to say after the game.
I mean, I'm just not his son, you know. Like I'm growing into my own man, but I appreciate, you know, that Pops gave me a platform for me to display my abilities. You know, that's all you can ask for as a dad, is always just to be there and, you know, just have support and everything like that. But he set the stage. He did everything he was supposed to do. Now it's time for me to walk in my own path, walk on my own journey. And that's what you see game in and game out. Every game is legendary.
They win on the Hail Mary. Is Colorado a better football team this year than they were last year? Are they a better football team? We know what Travis Hunter can do. We know what Shedeur can do and the weapons that they have.
Yeah.
But the expectations coming into this year was, are you going to get to a bowl? So are they a better football team this year?
I do. I think overall they are a better football team. I think overall they're protecting Shedeur better than they did a year ago. I think that they're making an effort to try to run the football a little bit at times and to add that to their arsenal.
Colorado doesn't need multiple superstars. They just need support for Sanders and Hunter. Yesterday, even with some pressure, Sanders had only 2 sacks, an improvement from the 8 sacks against Baylor. The most impressive part of this win wasn't just what happened on the field, it was the context. This game had letdown written all over it. Coming off a tough game against Baylor, but Deion Sanders had them ready to play. This was, in my opinion, their best game of the year. They really met the physical challenge against a run-heavy team. Like I said, next week, Colorado has a bye. But then they face Kansas State, another run-heavy team. Before this game, I would have been worried about that matchup, but now I feel a lot more confident. Colorado should be competitive in the rest of their games, which include Arizona, Cincinnati, Texas Tech, Utah, Kansas, and Oklahoma State. This year is about stacking wins and proving themselves under Deion Sanders. Getting 6 wins was the initial goal, but now 8 wins seems attainable. 2 weeks ago, we were just hoping they'd make a bowl game. Now, it's clear Colorado is trending in the right direction. And they could be for real. Will they compete for a Big 12 championship? We'll see. But to this point, Colorado is showing something we didn't see last season. It's impressive how Deion Sanders has this team trending upward, and I'm excited to see where they go from here. That's really all I got for this one. Thank you all so much if you made it to this point, and if you enjoyed and haven't yet, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe, because your support truly does mean the world. And also, let me know what you would like to see next, and until then, I will see you all later.